go forth and kill them all.
Hey, yo, grab your shoulder pads and your helmet. Peep this shit out.
Are disgusting. They're dirty, they're vile, they're disease-ridden, and they're ugly.
Listen, if you're a single man between the ages of 30 and 35, it's probably time to accept that you are likely going to be a stepdad.
Single moms are desirable by provider men, and I should add upcycled husbands. From lover to kept wife lessons.
These are the requirements that you need to have in order to date me, a single mom of 3 kids. Number 1 is that you need
it's a defense mechanism, you eater.
To be making at least $130K a year. And you need to have at least 2 side hustles.
You already know she capped, right? You already know that she already been exposed. Okay. Just wanted to throw that out there. Shout out to my man Tip Network. He got some things to say. I'm going to have some things to definitely say.
Make $130K or more, then you are out of my league.
That being said, I am accepting stepdad applications.
Jesus can't save these hoes. Why are you trying?
One of my kids' mother. You know what I'm saying? That my ex stole over $400,000 from me.
400?
Over $400,000 from me. She killed one of my child.
Ma'am, you're too old to be wanting 5 kids. You're lucky if you find a guy who's willing to marry you and be a stepfather to a child, period. Because being a stepfather, which I have been one, is a thankless job. Much less to a stepfather to a guy that, by your own admission, is not the caliber of a man you even wanted to marry. So,
I've been a stepfather. A woman I was married to for 14 months had 4 kids. So I know what it's like. And like I said, the things that I've learned, really taught me how to move differently now, using discernment and wisdom. Listen, when it comes to dating a woman with kids, as a man, you do have your limitations. You may date a woman that has 1 child, maybe 2 at the most. Whatever the case may be, that's your prerogative, that's your preference. But you also have to look at, will that woman let you be the king that you were born to be? Will she let you be a leader? There are a lot of important factors that go into that when a man is taking on a woman and her children. There's nothing wrong with it. I don't find nothing wrong with dating a woman that has children, but I also like to highlight important factors. Will she let me lead? Is she a team player? When it comes to discipline, you see, plus more important factors. A conversation needs to be had, and there needs to be an understanding before a man accepts a woman and her children. Because if you shift the goalposts, that same energy should be shared.
Kids, I said, how y'all feel if I scoot y'all over? I scoot over a little slide and let somebody else get a little bit of it. And you know, my kids are amazing. They're my best friend. And they was down with it. So I moved a little space over and added her son in on my mom. And you ain't even my son for real.
Right. So this is the woman's dream, right? This was the woman's dream. Oh, ladies, isn't this what you want? I see it all the time. We are package deal. When you have kids, I mean, this man put a child that wasn't his on his will, and he didn't even do it behind his family's back. He's such a good dude that when he went and talked to his family, they was like, nah, it's cool. This is part of the family. So not only has he raised a family, but he's raised a family to be loving and caring. Everything that you ladies say you want, and everything that a dude to look at and say, hold on, homie. Are you sure? I mean, listen, I don't want to tell a man what to do with his money ever. I don't let any man tell me what to do with my money. I don't pocket watch, and I don't expect nobody to pocket watch me. But at one point, when you see somebody saying this, it's like, hey, homie, you sure? You sure she the right one? Does she love you? Does she respect you? This ain't your kid, bruh. This ain't your kid.
One of my kids' mother. You know what I'm saying? That my ex stole over $400,000 from me.
400?
Over $400,000 from me. She killed one of my child.
Young Bumbaclad. Rasclad. Well, like I said, the things that good men go through.
She couldn't get child support in the state that she was in that had a cap on it. So she wanted to move to California. See, that's where all the girls go.
That's where California got.
Yeah, because California is a ripoff state. New York is like that too. So that's where they tend to go because the law, favors in those states. You talk about you want a good man, you have something good, but you fuck it up. Large number of men are not signing up. They're not. Because if they have to go through this, now was a problem. No, keep that same energy.
The lawyers out there waiting on them, and the laws is a woman is innocent until proven guilty, a man is guilty until proven innocent.
And this is something I want to approach. I am so tired of listening to women with these fake facts when they've never spoken to a man, they've never spoken to an attorney, they've never really looked at the statistics, and they say 90%. Of course, women and liberals will say 90% of men, if you fight for it, or 50% if you fight for custody, you get it. Well, let me tell you something. The only reason why your attorney is advising you to fight for custody is because your attorney looks at your case and understands that she is so behind the 8 ball that you have a chance. The only people I've ever known to get custody of their child, their mothers were recovering drug addicts or in drug diversion programs, and they got their children when they got out a year after they got out.
The claim is being made that when fathers ask for custody, they win 93% of the time. See, they're basing it solely on the definition of custody being joint custody or physical custody. They're not differentiating between them. And that's a very, very important distinction.
It goes down to this. Who does the child spend more time with? If you have more, if the child spends more time with the father, then he's going to get custody. If the child spends more time with the mother, she's going to get custody. It all comes down to who the child spends more time with. Boom.
Because you see, when you take out joint custody, the numbers change radically. When you interpret it as who gets physical custody, and the far more important thing to feminists and mothers, the child support, it was, at the time of the survey, over 90% of the time, the mother is getting custody.
Soon as they do their probation, they're good. She got to be a felon for him to have kids, and she can always petition. We got to stop these lies. Now, this dude is a good man. And not only is he a good man, he has everything that this woman absolutely says she wanted. He has status. He was a heavyweight champion of the world. Dude is like 6'5" or 6'7" or something.
But it's not good enough. It's not good enough. And this is why I tell men, and I'm going to tell women too, be careful of who you date. Be careful of who you mess with. If you have someone good that leans in with good intentions, and you've never, talking to the ladies, and you've never had a good man before, you better find a way to learn something real quick. You better find a way to learn something real quick. Stop moving so damn worldly, like these folk out here selling their soul to the things of this world. You better learn how to move differently real quick. You better ask him some questions. You better like him, be there for him, love him, support him, stand by him. Because what's happening, ladies, especially black women, you're losing. You're losing. You're losing your black man to another race of women. There, I said it.
Being a good man is impossible sometimes. But this is the thing that absolutely infuriated me and why I wasn't even going to go live on this. But if I'm talking about a man's subject and I'm being real with it, and I'm being honest with you, and I'm saying that, ladies, this is the reason why dudes don't want to get married. This is the reason right here why dudes are so hesitant to deal with you if you have a child. Hey, people ain't showing up for this. It's cool though. It's cool. We're going to talk. I got enough people in here. The folks who rock with me, and they understand my heart. They understand what I'm saying. And what I'm saying is this. When I looked in the chat, I was disgusted because what lady said was 400,000. Let me get me one. That's what it said in the comments. When you go to TikTok, 400,000, let me get me one. When Russell Simmons came out and said, I paid $50,000 a month for 20 years to Kimura, why are you calling yourself and saying you're a single mom and you're doing it by yourself with no help? Nobody said, Kimura, 50,000, you need to shut up, girl. You rich. That's not being a single mom. You got maids, you got cooks, you got drivers, $50,000 a month, you got everything. And Russell was paying extras. In the chat, lady said, 50,000 a month, let me get me a rich person. And
look at the women that are in those comments. I did. They all the same. Have you noticed that? Each and every woman is the same. Broke, broken, low value women. Men of high value wouldn't choose them. Men of high value and status will clap their cheeks. Even that's questionable, but would never wife them up. How you move, how you carry yourself, how you present yourself. Okay, Natalie Nunn. A man would sit back and just let you talk and let you disrespect and humiliate yourself.
Absolutely wind up paying legal fees. And that's where the extortion comes in. So you're paying for your own demise. When you settle, you're settling with yourself. It's the devil you know because you pay the devil. And then you wonder, ladies, why dudes are so hesitant.
I've been through so much, bro. And to go through that and to have somebody that you took care of for years, a person, she was a person that lost her job. She'd tell everybody she was a CPA, but you was a CNA, a certified nurse assistant. That's the lowest of the low in the hospital, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. But you want to tell people you certain things because you want to look a certain point that you're really not. You know what I'm saying? And now you lose your job as that. You can't even wipe ass right. You done lost your job wiping somebody's ass because you ain't wipe it right. You still stink.
Hey, she can't even wipe ass right. If they bust down, then bust it down. But that's it. But they shouldn't even be able to come over your house and stay past 9 o'clock if they shouldn't be able to do it. I don't care. It is what it is.
So I ended up being there and moving her with me. Yeah. And you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And helped her out and all this stuff. And this is how you repay. I took the role of being your son's father. Not just a daddy, but a father.
Right. And this is what most men are scared of. Ladies, I hope you're listening. This is what men are worried about. Men.
Ladies, please listen and take note. Don't move like that. If a man is going to come into your life and you have children, don't move evil and wickedly. You may think you want to come up, but reality will soon come back and bite you on the backside.
I went in so hard, bro. I went in so hard to the point where I put them on my wheel. I put her in my wheel as well too. Yeah. You was just my girlfriend. You ain't even my wife.
I hope that still ain't dead, man.
Yeah, man. I hope
that's still ain't.
One time the son said, "You ain't my daddy."
What?
You're not my dad.
That's the mother's fault. That's the mother for telling her kids not to respect. You mean to tell me this man then went and put your funky ass on the wheel with your stupid ass doofy son? He done made sure that he has secured your future, and you gonna sit there and allow your son to talk cash money to this man.
Totally disrespect. I would have took his name off. You got 2 weeks to find you a place.
At this point, like you said, you're 32, you have 2 children, it's like it's over for you. You know, I hear you say that all the time.
You made a conscious decision to have 2 children with the man. So let's play it the opposite way, shall we? 54% of black men are single and childless, 61% in the middle class. You're looking for a stepfather. 30% of men are already married. 16% of men are responsible for 80% of the children. So you'd be looking for a man in that 54%, a stepfather, a man with no children. Why should a man who is childless come take on another man's 2 daughters? Mm-hmm. Right. The father of his children wants to be with you, so that man is going to have some feelings. Do you want to have any more children?
I really don't.
Thank
what
you.
I was gonna say,
the man doesn't even get any kids.
It's your daddy. Don't remind him that you ain't his daddy. You don't.
I will never get over that. You ain't my daddy.
Don't remind me that.
I know that, but you ain't got to say
that. I done fed you, took you on all these trips, giving you a beautiful life. Yeah. I ain't your daddy. I'm put you on my wheel. Bro, when he did that, bro, I ran to my lawyer then to try to get that, you know what I mean? Because I felt like I was finna have a heart attack. Seriously.
Yeah. And now we have an understanding of what happened to this man. Now we know what happened to this man's career.
If I ever get serious with him, you better make sure it's who got some morality about herself and she down with you.